Hi and welcome to lesson 1 on how to produce a classic 90s deep house record, inspired by the likes of Grant Nelson, Nice and Ripe and all those kind of mid-90s UK sort of house records that were coming out at that time. Okay, we're going to be doing this on Ableton 9, but if you've got Ableton 8 or Ableton 7 that's absolutely fine, because what we're going to be using mainly are samples anyway, so there's going to be no real difference in any of the plugins and stuff. Okay, so what we need to do now is download the samples pack which came with this tutorial. So make sure that you've got those in a folder somewhere on your computer and we can take it from there. And here are the samples here, look. Okay, so what we need to do is get the kick and find a free channel and put that in. Like so. Let's just change the colour of that. There, so we've got 8 kicks like that. We're going to be doing this at 125 BPM as well, so you can have it at whatever pitch you like really. 125 or 127 roughly is about right. Okay, so name that kick and get those in. And then what we need to do is get the low hat and we put that in. As you can see, mine's extended because I never edited it correctly, but yours should be fine. Right, okay, so what we'll do is we'll put the low hat there, like so, so it's just one. And then we miss one and we put another one in like that, so it's like that. Okay, same goes over for this side, so it will be like so. Okay, the next thing we need to do is to get the second hat, which is hats 2, and we need to put that in there like so, so it's like this. So this one fills the gap where the red one isn't, like so. It's got that kind of raw sound which we're trying to go for really, which is what things like Nice and Ripe and stuff did back in the day. Okay, next thing we want to put in is the snare, and that is here, and we put that in on the second kick. Okay, miss one, add one, miss one, add one, miss one, add one. And there's the beat. Okay, just change the colour of that. Okay, what we need to do now is insert the crash. So let's just find the sounds, and the crash is there. And we place that in there, like so. And what we'll do, we will put a reverb on the crash later on, but for now just get it in so that it's part of the arrangement and just mute it. Okay, so what we need to do next is insert a percussion loop, and it's called perc 1, and that's this one here. What we're going to do is basically it's just a simple high pass loop, like so. It's already been pre-high passed. It just gives the track a bit of rolling feel to it, so it just drives it along. So what we need to do is just insert that and put another one over. Just turn it down slightly on the mixing desk, if it's too loud, that is. So it just starts to pick the track up. So insert that and we can move on to the next. Okay, so what we want to do next is we want to add the congos. So we're going to create a congo pattern. So go to drums or instruments, whichever one it's in, and just select the drum rack and drag that down to a spare channel. Okay, and we've got the little pad here. So go over to your samples and add Congo 2 onto C2. Congo 3 onto C sharp 2. Congo 4 onto D2. And Congo 1 onto D sharp 2. And there you go. And what we're going to do is we're just going to create a simple pattern. I'm just going to quickly riff one over and I'll put on the screen so you can see what I've done, or you can just create your own however you want to do it. So I'm just going to stick the metronome on and go back here and press record. Like so. Very quick and simple. Double click on it, open it up, take off the fold. If the fold's on, then just take that off, and then you can delete all the other stuff. There's one missing there, look. And then highlight them all, go to edit and quantize. Take off your metronome. Swap. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that one down there, put that there and there like that. Okay, now what we need to do to give that a little bit of colour is to select your audio effects bar down here and find a reverb. I'm going to use Concert Hall. I'm going to drag that on and I'm going to turn the decay down about there and the dry wet to about 25%. And that just gives it some breathing space. Okay, basically you can just really change the pattern as the track goes along, which we might do anyway, and put some more rolling sort of sounds in just to give the track a little bit of character. But for now we've just got a basic pattern in, which is what we intend to do. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to select from our sample pack a drum fill. Now what we need to do with this is just drag it over to the second to last kick, and that should be in time. So let's just type that drum fill and play the track. It's a little bit loud, so maybe just take the volume down slightly, and we'll add a reverb to that as well so that it's not so dry. Possibly something not as heavy as the one we've just used, maybe a medium concert, and the same again, just drag the wet down and the decay. So it's just got that little bit of reverb on there, but more on that later on. Just for now I want to get it in. Okay, let's hear what we've got. Okay, what we'll do is we'll mute the drum fill and the crash until we need them when we start to do the arrangement. Okay, we've got the kick, the low hats, the hi hats, the snare, the crash, the perk loop, the drum fill, and the congos in the drum rack. Okay, just make sure you save your track regularly. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to add in two vocals, two very short vocal snippets. That one is this one, and the second one is this one. And then what we'll do is put that into there and open that up and just shorten it. And make sure that it is in the right place, which is underneath the second hat. Maybe not there. There, that's it. Let's turn it up a bit. Not too much. Like so. So it's kind of offbeat, it doesn't quite sound right, but it's there. So if you do that with the ah vocal, as I've called it. Okay, what we need to do then next is add the eh vocal, and that goes in just like so. It will go in just before the ah vocal. So you've got eh and ah, and they sound like this. Okay, and we're we're going to add some delays to those. So let's go to the A first and go over to your audio effects, find ping pong delay and turn it to about 30% on the dry wet and same on the feedback, like so. And then on the air, what we'll do is we'll have a reverb and something like probably a concert hall. Turn the dry wet to about 25 and the decay down slightly. And there you go. Okay, just save that. Okay, so that's it for the first tutorial. I hope that you've got all that in and everything's starting to take shape. Follow me over to the second lesson where we're going to install the bass line and the sax riff and various other sounds. And then after that, what we'll do is we'll start the arrangement in probably lesson 3. So thank you very much for joining me, and any problems, just give me an email and I always respond within 24 hours. Thank you for watching. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye.